Oh yeah, it's your main man Solace. Black at y'all ass again. Got him. Yeah, I'm just fucking around. It's your main man Solace. I want to do this quick video on numbers and breaking down how numbers correlate to the mighty all. And how Tesla and Fibonacci was basically trying to explain to people that if you can understand basically, if you can understand 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 9, you can basically crack the code, which is the mighty all, which is God. Now, of course, your boy Solace knows this. So let me break this down to y'all. Ego and all included, because I love ego. It just makes it so much more funner when I rub this shit in niggas' faces. Don't you think? No? Okay, I'm sorry. Now, let me get to this. You got 1, you got 2, and you got 3. Then you have 3, 6, and 9. Now, 3, 6, and 9 is truly just 1, 2, and 3 on a different level. Now, let me break that down to you guys how it is. See, you have 1, 1, and 1. You have 2 1s in 2. And you have 3 1s in 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, 3, 6, 9. Same thing. You have 3. You have 1, 3 in 3. You have 2 3s in 6. You have 3 3s in 9. 1, 2, 3. Let me write it down so y'all can truly see exactly what I mean. 1, 2, 3. 3, 6, 9. Now, let me see if y'all can see that. 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 9. Now, you have 1, 3 in 3, 2 3s in 6, and 3 3s in 9. See? 1, 3 and 3, 2 3s in 6, 3 3s in 9. That gives you 1, 2, 3. So if you can grasp that, then you understand that there are only 3 numbers, 1, 2, and 3. And 3, 6, and 9 is truly only a repeat of that. And I showed you that. Now, you can also take the 1, 2, and 3 and just drop a 3 under each number, and you'll get 3, 6, 9. Because 3, 6, 9 is truly only 1, 2, 3. So there are only 3 numbers truly. 1, 2, and 3. Now, don't get discouraged. Let me dive a little deeper. Now, if you can grasp that there are only 3 numbers, 1, 2, and 3, then you can grasp that there's truly only 1 number, which is 1, because 2 1s make 2, and 3 1s make 3. So the 2 and the 3 will always dissolve back into the 1, which they came from. Just like the 3, 6, and 9 will dissolve back into the 1, 2, and 3, which they came from. So this is all God talk. But no one's truly on the level of your boy Solace. But that's okay, because I'm going to raise y'all the fuck up if y'all open up y'all brains and let me. Now, if you can grasp that 1, 2, and 3 is the only 3 numbers, and 2 and 3 come from 1, so there's only truly 1 number, then you understand that is the mighty all. That is the one that all came from. Now, I know some of y'all is like, okay, but what about the rest of the numbers besides 1, 2, 3 and 3, 6, 9? What about the 4, 5, 7, and the 8? What about those, Solace? This is where it gets deep. So now I need everyone to focus, because we got the 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 9. We got that cleared out, squared out. That is truly only 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3 is truly only 1. So there lies only 1 number, 1. But then we have 4, 5, 7, and 8. Now you have to understand the 4 is nothing more than the 2. It's just the 2 twice, meaning it's the 2 on repeat. So it's truly only the 2 going back to 1, 2, 3, which is going back to 1. So this is God talk. Follow me, please. Now the 8 is the same. It's only 2 4 times. So it'll always dissolve back to the 2. And the 2 will always dissolve back to the 1, leaving only the mighty all, the 1. Deep, right? Okay, Solace. Now, what about the 5 and the 7? They don't dissolve back into any number, except for the 1. So now this is where it's deep, because there's only truly 3 numbers. Back to 3 again. 1, 5, 7. 3 numbers. Now, this is where you get to God's level. You have to understand this. The 5 is always, we know the 1, the 5, and the 7 are truly God numbers. You got 5 senses, 5 digits. We know 1, that's the 1. And 7 has always been a holy number. So now let me break this down to y'all. This is where everything truly comes from, the Holy Trinity and all of this stuff. This is where everything you know comes from. The universe and the numbering of it. This is why everything relates back to numbers, even your DNA. Now, 1, 5, and 7. The only 3 true numbers. So it is almost as if, put it to you in this sense. You have 1, you have 5, you have 7. The only 3 true numbers. But we know the 5 is nothing more than 1 5 times. So the 5 will dissolve back into the 1. And so will the 7 in the same way. Because the 7 is only 1 7 times. So they stand alone, the 5 and the 7. But they can go back into anything but the 1. All other numbers are just a repeat of the 1. And the 2 and the 3 is just repeats of the 1. And the 3, 6, 9, 4, and the 8 is just repeats of 1, 2, 3. Even the 4 and the 8, because they diminish back into the 2. But see, the 5 don't diminish back into any of those numbers, except the 1. And this is the same for the 7. So these 3 stand alone. These 3 are what we would call the mighty all, God. Now, let me break this down to you. God released himself to create all things. So it's a love thing. You are all things. You release 1/3 of yourself, meaning you release the 1. The number 1, you release that. And from that 1/3, the 3, 1, 5, 7, you release 1/3 of it, which was the 1. And this is where all came from. Now, we speaking life and numbers. All numbers came from the 1, and all life came from the 1, which is the mighty all. And this is how that works. But the mighty all is so deep, he kept the 5 and the 7 to himself, meaning he didn't release those for more to come out of. He just released the 1, and all things came out the 1, and he kept the 5 and the 7 for himself. It's truly a deep thing. And to understand that the 5 and the 7 is the mighty all, it's because they dissolve back into that 1. It's so deep. Y'all have to grasp the things that Solace is saying. So now when people tell you, oh, 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 9, oh, they the same, when they get to start to talking that shit and showing you comparisons, what does that mean? Okay, you're good at comparing things. Man has waves in his head. The ocean has waves. Galaxies are spiraled. A man's hair right here is spiraled. The prints of a finger is spiraled. They are all similar, but no one truly understands what that means. And this goes back to the numbers. No one truly understands the Fibonacci code. Or when Tesla said if a man could understand 369, he understands the code of the universe, meaning he understands the mighty all. This is your boy Solace. Now let me break it down to y'all even deeper. See, within the numbers come all numbers. So you figure 1, 2, 3. Within 1, 2, 3 lies 369. Or you can say reverse. Complex to simplicity. Within the 3, 6, and the 9 lies the 1, 2, and 3, which is the core of that number 369, meaning that came from that. The 3, 6, and the 9, within that lies the 1, 2, and 3. It's hidden in that. So it's a deep thing if you can grasp that and understand that. The sperm cell, it's within the brain and the spinal column. The brain and the spinal column is within the skull in the spinal column. I'm sorry. The brain and the spinal cord. The sperm cell is within the brain and the spinal cord. The brain and the spinal cord is within the skull in the spinal column. The skull and the spinal column is within the body. They're all the same, though, on different levels, so it's deep. The sperm cell is the same shape as the brain and spinal cord. The spinal cord and brain is the same shape of the skull and spinal column. The brain and spinal column, the skull and spinal column is the same shape as the body. Except the body has arms, it can move them in and out, but if you just stand straight, same shape. So we have to understand, it's almost like Pandora's box, how life works. You have the life within the life. It's like the treasure. You rip apart the body, you have the skull and the spinal column. Rip apart that, the treasure lies within that. You rip apart the skull and the spinal column, and you got the brain and the spinal cord. And the treasure lies within that. You rip that apart, you got the sperm cell, which is the IRA. That is what the IRA is basically a drawing of. All that shit they call the nucleus and so on and so forth. The nucleus is the head of the goddamn sperm cell. If you look up a sperm cell, it has a big ass nucleus. So this thing is deep. So we have to understand. It's like a box with a smaller box. Within that is a smaller box. Within that is a smaller box, which is the true treasure. And this is how the body is. Box within a box within a box. So it's like opening a box, a treasure. You open one box, there's another box in there. You open that box, there's another box in there. You open that box and you find the true treasure, which is the spirit. And it's the same with the body. Beneath the body lies the skull and the spinal column. Beneath the skull and the spinal column lies the brain and the spinal cord. Beneath the brain and the spinal cord lies the spirit, which is the sperm. And within the sperm cell lies God, nigga, the nucleus. But y'all not ready to talk about the nucleus yet, trust me, because this thing is deep. I know y'all think I teach y'all something and then that's it, it's over. No, it's just prepping you to go all the way into the rabbit hole. This shit is all simple, but it's deep. But it's simple, but it's truly deep. So we just got to get to a level to understand, man, all these things mimic life. All things return back to the one, just like in numbers. And for anyone who's lost and says, oh, but what about 12, 13, and 13 ain't nothing but 1 and 3. 12 ain't nothing but 1 and 2. All numbers are repeats of the 1, 2, and the 3. And the 2 and the 3 is repeats of 1. The 4 and the 8 is repeats of 2. The 5 and the 7 are like the 1. They stand alone. They are repeats of no number except the 1. And God is those 3. 1, 5, and 7. Whew, it's so deep. I wish y'all could see within my mind so y'all could truly grasp. Truly. Because the boy is on a whole nother plane. But if Fibonacci and Tesla was alive today, they say, finally somebody gets this shit. Because Tesla and Fibonacci truly didn't understand this. They just knew within this numbering system lied the code to the mighty all and the understanding that the mighty all has. Within that code, to understand that, he who understands that is one with the mighty all. His seat is waiting in front of the mighty all so he can be company with him. And this is your boy Solace. And they would have known that if they seen this video of me breaking this down, they would have known that. It said, okay, he is the one who this seat is waiting for. But y'all don't even grasp none of this shit truly probably that I just said. It's just like, damn, you know I know, but you don't know. And the whole point of me breaking this down for you is for you to know. Not for you to know that I know all shit. Because whether you realize it or don't realize that I know all things, don't do nothing for me. If you wake up today and say, yo, I ain't gonna front, the motherfucker know all this shit. The way he break it down and go so deep and relate it to everything, he got it. This shit don't do nothing for me. If a nigga say, oh, he don't know what he talking about, that don't do nothing. It don't do nothing for me. So you truly have to understand, I'm doing this for y'all to grasp. So y'all can know as I know. Not for you to know, oh yeah, he's on his own level. Come to the level with me. It's lonely up here. Now, I seen Sonetta the other day. I was trailing through Harlem, man, and ran into Sonetta. Well, really, he seen me, scream me out. He always show love, man. I like Sonetta. He always got good energy. And he always show love. So however anybody feel or think about him that watch him on Sonetta TV or whatever the case is, or whatever feelings you got about him, just know in person, outside of kicking knowledge and all of this, cool dude, man. Always got good spirit. He ain't no hater. He put anybody on. Like, even if you don't like him, he'll still let you get on the camera and do your thing or whatever. Like, he always show love. He not really on the hating shit. So, if anything, just know that about him. He a good dude. He ain't like how people see him. But nobody truly is. So, that's just fucking life. Because he probably think the same thing about me when he see me. Like, man, this motherfucker's so nice in person. But when I watch his videos, he be going in. Because he always say that. Damn, you be going in. He called me a scientist and shit. But he be like, you be going in. But I'm going to be out there Saturday. He told me to come out Saturday. They're going to be out there. So I'm going to go out there Saturday and sharpen some swords. And I'm not going to sharpen mine. I'm going to be the sharpener. But I'm going to sharpen some swords out there because I like to get busy. But yeah, I'm going to go out there Saturday. So if anybody want to come out there and just see your boy Solace, come on now. I'll be out there for a little while. I ain't going to be out there all day, but I'll be out there for a little while. You can slide on through. Shake hands with your boy Solace. If you don't like your boy Solace and you want to slide on through, just don't say nothing to me because I don't play with the dumb, stupid, goofy shits. Please don't. And, yeah, that's how that's going to be. I'll be out there. I hope y'all got something out this numbers video. Fibonacci, Tesla, many men try to understand this thing. And, lucky for y'all, it's a man in y'all times that actually understand it. And, I pretty much broke it down for you to see that I understand it. And now it's time for y'all to start to understand some of this shit that I be talking about. Because I could truly break it down even deeper than that. It goes deep. But that video would take hours. So you figure everything that I've spoken on thus far goes deeper. But I truly can only do but so much on each topic. But you figure whatever I do, it gets to the point to let you see, okay, I know what I'm talking about truly. And I could break it down in simplest forms to what you could see. Like everything I just broke down, you know, ain't nothing I just said wrong or a lie. You know everything come from 1, 2, 3. You know 2, 3 going to blah, 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 4, 5, 7. You know all this. I ain't making up no numbers and none of this shit. I'm just breaking them down to you. Through a whole understanding that nobody else truly got. Now, I know there's always people that say, nah, I knew that already. And I just want to say, if you knew all the shit I talk about, then do the video before me so I don't have to. You don't have to jump on the comment and be like, yeah, I knew that, I understood that, and then get to start to explaining shit. Like, I don't want to hear that. Please, stop. Stop it. I truly understand this. So anything you coming behind me saying sounds stupid to me. Because I done already broke it down to the simplest form. This is what the mighty all is. The complex being broken down to simplest form. This is the 369. Within the 3-6 line lies the simplicity of life, which is the mighty all. Within the complex body that we struggle to understand lies the simplicity of the spirit, which is the sperm. So within the chaos and the complex lies the simple truth, always. And this is the universe and this is God, and your main man Solace has that universal knowledge. So if you asking me for references, because a lot of brothers will say, where did you read that at? Where's the reference? I am the reference. And I am a good enough reference. Because ain't nothing I said invisible, something you can't see or don't already know. You just have it scrambled up in you. So you don't have to ask me where's the reference. The reference is me. And I said shit that you know already. And that you can see. So what do you need a book to tell you what you can see and know already? This is how crazy it get. And if you look at any of my videos, I always give references. The reference be the shit you can see. If I say the sperm is the spirit, you don't have to ask me what's the reference. The reference is the sperm. You know what a sperm cell is? And if you don't, you should know how to find out what it is. So what references do y'all need from me? Mind you, books are stupid. That's not a reference. That's just another man who wrote some shit. So that's no reference. Where's your reference for the universe, Cheese? I broke all that shit down 1,000,000 times. So let's stop with the references. Now, to keep it 100, I even give y'all book references of the shit I be talking about. When I speak of books or the Anunnaki, all this shit, I give y'all the book references. It's a lot of people speak of the Anunnaki and all this shit and have no clue of the Enuma Elish. So it's almost funny to me. How you speak on the Beru and the Enuma Elish and Lord Enki and all this crazy shit and you have no clue that the Enuma Elish exists. And this is what I mean about a lot of people just YouTube teachers. They watch YouTube, listen to these stupid white niggas, stupid white scientists that's struggling, that keep changing. I'm going to be saying this for forever. The shit I'm saying now ain't going to never change. Because the universe don't never change. But they should always change. And then you have these YouTube teachers. They watch YouTube. And then they come pumping all this crazy dumb shit. And if you go to YouTube, you can see all the dumb shit they talking about on YouTube, on other stupid ass channels. Now, if you truly watch all my videos, ain't no other videos out there like mine. They may have the same title, but they don't be talking like me. They don't break the shit down like me. It's all be the same shit that you really don't get nowhere with. When I break it down, you get it. Like, okay, I grasped the shit out of that. That makes sense. So understand, whatever I'm bringing, it's fresh information. It's not recycled, oh, I saw this on YouTube, let me make a video shit. Nobody, it's nowhere on death where anybody explain death. People will speak of the afterlife and, oh, I died and I seen it. Like, yeah, we got those. But we ain't nobody break down death and the ascensions of life and none of this kind of shit truly. So let's cut it out. Let's learn this knowledge. It's your main man Solace. I got shit to do. And take this goofy ass shit right here off and go party, nigga. Oh boy.